Hello everyone, welcome back to Journey to Wisdom and Wealth. And today we're going to be talking about my 2021 saving challenges. So if you are interested in watching that, stay tuned. Over here on this channel, we talk about everything budgeting, and we're also on the step of saving for my very first home, the deposit, and the closing costs. If any of this interests you, please consider hitting the like button on the video and subscribing, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified of any videos that I have. So like I said, today we'll be talking about my 2021 savings challenges. I have 5 saving challenges, and I have a few random that I think I'm going to try and challenge myself a little bit more and be able to do in months. I've already started my one for January, but I'll tell you what it is anyway, and then I'll probably tell you what February and March is, so it'll be ahead of the game, but I'll remind you again. So let's get right into it. Number 1 is a 26-week challenge. During the 26-week challenge, it's going to range from January 1st to July 2nd, and I'll be saving $200 every week and entering every week, and then that should end up with $800 to $1,000 per month, depending on how many weeks are in that month, and that should have a final number of $5,200 at the end of those 26 weeks. This is going to be going towards my house savings for the deposit as well as closing costs. Okay, so that, I'm very specific because that's how well maintained goals are made, by being very specific. Goal number 2 is something called the Zero Out Challenge. So we're hashtag Team Zero Out Challenge. And I heard of this challenge from Rochelle Adamson Budgets. Please check her channel out. I will definitely go ahead and link her channel. I think it's over here. Link her channel above, and so you guys can check her out. I also heard this from Frugal Chic Life as well, so I'll link her as well. If you haven't, or you're not following her, I'm not really sure why. She's like OG, and I call it the Round Down Challenge because it reminds me of rounding my money down. So basically what you would do is, if my paycheck is $573.89 every week or every 2 weeks or whatever it may be, what you would do is round it to $570, so that $3.89 would go to a savings. What I originally was going to do with this savings was put it to just whatever I wanted to treat myself to, but I decided that I'm going to keep it for the next 26 weeks while I'm saving for this major one. And I'm going to probably use it for investing. Apps that I have been checking out are Robinhood, Acorn, and M1 Finance, and something I believe called Stash. Knowing me, I'll try everything because that's just who I am. And so number 3 savings goal it's for my humble home. And that's what I call my savings for my house. And I have some sinking funds. So it's for my humble home sinking funds. And I have a multitude. No, I have 9 of these cash envelopes with sinking funds in an A6 binder. I will go over them with you. You might have gotten a run through of them on my cash envelope stuffing. If you haven't seen that yet, please check it out in the cards. But they're just for things that I think I'm going to need when buying a home, outside of the deposit and all that. In order to fund this, I'm going to use cash envelopes. The cash envelopes that I get, I usually give myself $100 a week. And that's for groceries, gas, allowance, and self-care. And I'm going to do whatever is left over. So each week I will collect whatever left over of this $100, and that's what's going to go to stuff these sinking funds. I'm going to use them every month. So if there's 4 weeks in that month, I'll save it up, all 4 weeks left over. And at the end of the month, I will stuff this envelope. Or these categories, I should say. And number 4 savings goal is called the HEF. And that's basically just my house emergency fund. Just like my baby emergency fund, this is like the baby emergency fund for my house. What I'm doing is $25 times 52. So I get paid every week. I'm a single person. I get a single income. I currently live with family because I'm saving for the house. And I used to live by myself and it was expensive. And I used to live in New Jersey and I relocated to Georgia where the family is. Just a little backstory about me. And so $25 times 52 weeks equals $1,300. And it's fun fact, what I read about the information was that it is recommended that you have 1% on the low end, 1% of your house price, the value of your house saved for some kind of emergency. And since I'm single, like I said, I will be looking to purchase a house in the $120,000 to $130,000 range, $140,000 on the higher end, and $1,300 is right there. Now, if you purchase a larger home with like a lot of square feet, you probably need closer to the 3 to 4%. Just check that out. Okay, and last but not least is number 5, which a lot of people are probably very familiar with, and that is Save the Change Challenge. So with Save the Change, it's exactly what it says. Save your change. If you're a cash spender, all you would have to do is any change that you got, you would save it in a whatever you want to save it in. I think Lushan Lifestyle, I love the way she does it. She takes her change and she has little different Ziplocs with the 10 cents, 5 cents, and she saves them separately, which I think is awesome. I think I'm going to steal that Lushan's Lifestyle. I will make sure I link her above as well. I'm going to steal that because when it comes to putting them in the little pouches, in the little sleeves, that's going to make my life a lot easier. But initially, to save them, to keep it fun, I'm going to put them in my little doggy. And you put the money in and he eats it up. And it's called the Hungry Dog Coin Bank. And I got it after Christmas on sale for $5 from Big Lots. I think he's adorable. But yes, back in the day when my mother used to have big jugs of water, like the big 3-gallon water jugs, she used to have tons of coins in them. And we used to have to sit at Christmas time and fill those sleeves because they had the little 5 cent, 10 cent sleeves. And we used to have to sit at the table with her and fill the sleeves with coins. And I think that's how we got Christmas gifts, which we had no thought about, but at the time it was fun. So on to what I'm doing for January and February. So what I'm trying to do also now is incorporate little challenges here and there throughout the year that can keep me motivated, because I do feel like with the challenges I have right now, they're a lot, right? Aren't they? I feel like, where are you going to get any more money? But that's why they're called a challenge. If y'all know where that came from, the Cosby. If y'all seen that episode, you know what I'm talking about.
Challenge!
So for January's challenge, I'm calling it Back Away from the Buffer. And I have a tendency to go ahead and just, willy-nilly spend my buffer if it's in there. Tara, your buffer is not in there for you to spend. Your buffer's in there if a bill comes unexpectedly or somebody tries to, pull out something you didn't know was coming. That's what your buffer's for, not for you to go and buy snacks and food. So I'm trying to drill that in my head. So what I've done is put less money in my buffer to keep myself from spending it and overspending. And this, so far, week 1 has been a success, and I did not use my buffer. And for the rest of the month, that is my goal. Do not touch that buffer. So I'm going to probably come back in February and just give you guys a reminder. Start February. So in February, the challenge, like most people do, is going to be, wow, that's not it. Wow, I'm not writing that again. Frugal February. And that basically is just no spending. So it's a no spend in February. However, most people do this and they do no spend all month. No. I can't, y'all. I've done it, and all it does for me is lead to overspending. I then have a really long list of things that I want to spend on, and then by the time March rolls in, I'm buying this, I'm buying that. It just does not work for me. And if you're like me, maybe we could try this different version. My version is going to be no spend weekends or no spend weekdays. So on the week, I think I'm going to do weekdays, right? So during the week, I'm not going to spend any money. And maybe if you want, no spend weekends. And I'm going to keep track of that. I'm probably going to print out a little calendar because I do budget on my Google Sheets. I just like the accuracy of it. But I think it's fun to track on paper. So I might just get a calendar of February, and then we'll get some cute no spend stickers, which I might already have some. And then I'm going to put them on the days that I don't spend. Now, I do have one more challenge I'm going to tell you about, but I'll tell you again in the month. And it's called March Madness. And it's called this because I actually think it's madness, because I actually don't think I can do this. With the fact that I'm spending $200 every week for the down payment to get to that $5,200 mark, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but this would be the $1. It shouldn't be called that. It's called, like, I'm going to call it $1 for the date. I don't know. Y'all help me with the name. Leave a comment down below what your savings challenges are, as well as what you would call this challenge, right? It's called March Madness because I think it's mad. But what I'll be doing is March 1st, you save $1. March 2nd, you save $2. March 3rd, you save $3. And I know that you get, I think, close to $150 doing this every single day. So I'm interested to see how much extra your girl can save in March. I don't know how I'm going to do this with $200, but we shall see, right? So that will be a real life. That's all of them are challenging, but I think that one might be near impossible. But I'm going to see what we're going to do. And some other things that I'm just going to say to you really quickly that I think would make really good challenges are challenging yourself to pick a month, and I'll probably do some of these on other months, but challenge yourself to sell something. Look around your house, look in your closet, get on Poshmark, there's Mercari, there's eBay, there's so many different sites now, you guys. Facebook Marketplace, just get on there and find something that's of value, something you can sell, and aim to sell one thing per week. If you can do more, by all means, do it. But aim to sell one thing per week. Try the no spend weekend. Try the no spend week. Find a side business and stack that money somewhere. Maybe, like me, save your buffers, or you can also try a freezer or a pantry savings challenge where saving for a month. So I probably won't be able to do that until I move into my own house, because I can't just be trying to eat up all the stuff in my mama's freezer and pantry, but I gotta have my own for that. But if you do live alone or you have access to food like that, just no spending on groceries unless it's little stuff like that you need to make the meal complete, but you only use the things in your freezer and your pantry. And yeah, I think that will be really fun to try. If you guys have any fun ideas for these monthly challenges, let me know down below, because maybe we will try one of them. And I think it'll be fun to incorporate everybody, and you guys can let me know how you're doing on your challenges. And of course, I will keep you up to date on mine. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Remember, in order to be great, you have to be grateful, and I'm super duper grateful for you. Remember, guys, faith over fear this year, and all the years, really. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye.